Well, hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about what women want. So we've done a couple of videos on our relationship series, and I just wanted to share with you guys a poll that I did. So we asked a dozen women what they desired in a man. Here are the results. Okay, so out of the dozen women that we surveyed, the ages were between 28 to 75 years old. And then we broke them down. So in our first group, we have the 28 to 35-year-olds. There were 2 women in that age group. Then we had 36 to 43-year-olds. There were 6 women in that group. That was our largest group, 36 to 43-year-olds. Then our group, 44 to 51-year-olds. We had 1 in that group. Then this group, 52 to 59, we didn't have anyone in that age group. 60 to 67, we had 2. And then 68 to 75, we had 1. Okay, so we asked them to give us 3 things, their top 3 things that they desired in a man. 4 things, and there you have to understand that they're grouped by similarities. So for instance, the majority of the women wanted a godly man or a Christian man. 5 women said they wanted that. Trust, honesty, and loyalty. 5 women said they wanted that. Financial stability. 5 of the women said they wanted that. And then they wanted him to be compassionate and patient. 5 women said they wanted that. So those were the top things that women wanted from the man that they desired. Coming in with 3 women wanted him to be a protector and self-sacrificing. They also wanted him to be mature and intelligent. Then 2 women wanted a respectful man, well-maintained, and a good personality. And then coming in at just 1 woman, she wanted a partner and someone who was sexually compatible. Okay, so these results were interesting to me. I was very surprised that only 1 woman thought about sexual compatibility. So I'm assuming that that's something that women don't think about when they're wanting, when they're thinking about the kind of man that they desire. They don't put that as a priority. And in my opinion, I think that it should definitely be one of the top priorities to be sexually compatible with someone. The person that you're going to be with and that you would want to spend the rest of your life with, some things are definitely important. Like you wouldn't want to be with someone who wasn't good with money, someone who had a gambling problem or who would spend excessively, because that's something that you are going to have to deal with for as long as you're with him, and that's a problem. Also, you wouldn't necessarily want someone who wasn't motivated. Well, I can't say that because some women don't care if their man is motivated or not. You wouldn't want your man to be abusive, I guess. But again, some women deal with it. I don't know. I'm just saying there are some things that I feel like you just know, hey, I can't deal with this for the next 40 years of my life, you know? And I think sex should be one of those things. And I was just very surprised that that wasn't a factor when doing this survey. Nobody mentioned that. And for me, that's very important. And it's also, it's a good discussion, because if you're a Christian and you follow the Bible, then you know that you are not supposed to have sex until after you're married. So if you marry someone and the two of you have not had sex, and the sex is not pleasing to you or to them, that could be a problem. And it can't get better. It can't. Because it's a compatibility thing. Because it may be, you know, you might be great with somebody else, but not great with your spouse, and vice versa. And the two of you just don't mesh well. And I don't think if you're not sexually compatible, you're just not. I don't think that it's going to come with practice, with therapy, with all this. I just, that's my opinion. I don't think that that's going to come. Either you two have it or you don't. You can try all the tricks and the movies and the books and the toys and everything in the world. But if the two of you aren't connected in that way, because it has to be a connection, then I don't think that it's going to work, and I don't think it's ever going to get better. So that would be an important thing for me, you know, that I have to be sexually compatible with the person that I desire to be with. But yeah, those were our results. So God, being a Christian, was number one. And, you know, being truthful and honest and loyal, financial stability, and compassion and patient. That's what the majority of the women was looking for. Me, on the other hand, I mean, those are all great and those all go into it. But back when I was younger, I had that list. You know, I wanted him to be XYZ and blah, blah, blah. But now, quite honestly, there is no list that I have. The only thing that I would say, I have some wants, but the thing is, what I'm looking for, and it's simple. I bought this cup because what I'm looking for, actually, I was talking to this guy, he's just a friend from back home, and he asked me, he said, and I may have mentioned this earlier in one of my other videos, but he asked me, he said, what are you looking for in a man? And I said, well, first of all, I'm not looking for a man. I never look for a man. And then he was like, oh yeah, you're right. You shouldn't be looking. You know, the man should be looking for you, whatever. So I said, but what I desire in a man, I said, I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave it at that. I said, I desire a man who can fill my cup. And he was like, okay. He was like, so are you saying you're empty? And I said, no, I'm not empty. I have a lot of cups. And the man cup. And the man who fills my cup, I'm going to gift him with this cup. He is my mister. You know, and there are some specific things that I know that I desire. Just being in the place that I am in life now. And the right guy is going to be able to fill that cup. I'm not going to tell him what to do. I'm not going to have to tell him. He's just going to know. He's going to be what I need. And I really strongly feel like I've met that person already. Only time will tell. But yeah, the person that fills my cup will just fill it without even knowing that he's filled it. Yeah, he would give me, he would pour so much into me, things that I longed for, things that I didn't even know that I needed. He would make me better. He would, I would just be a better person because of him. And I really, truly, deep in my soul, feel like I have found that person. But we'll see. But yeah, that's the survey that we took. And that is what women desire in a man. So if you have some things that weren't mentioned on that list, you can jot them down in the comments below and let us know, what you desire in a man, or, how do you feel about sex being a priority? And if, you feel like that's something that should be on your list, to be with someone who's sexually compatible, and, other things. I have my wish list. I would like for him to have been married before, just because, I've been married before, so, we would know how to relate with each other. I wouldn't want to date a guy that's never been married, just because he can't relate to what that part of my life, just little things like that, and that's going to bring me to our next topic. I think we should talk about, what is a, we talked about, the deal breakers and everything, but like, what catches your eye with a man? What's the first thing that you notice with a man? And, do you all date, and how do you go about dating? And, do you do online dating, or do you like to, meet people the old fashioned way, and what is the first thing that you notice in a guy, and how do you know that, hey, I want to continue to see where this is going? I think that would be a good discussion for our next relationship segment. But yeah, thank you guys as always for watching, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.